Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0847 is a trouble code that indicates an issue with the transmission fluid pressure switch B, specifically the circuit related to the third clutch. This trouble code is triggered when the circuit is detected to be low, meaning it is not functioning correctly. The transmission fluid pressure switch plays a critical role in monitoring fluid pressure within the transmission, which assists in gear shift timing and efficiency. It is located in the transmission assembly, typically positioned near the clutch packs. When this code appears, it indicates that the vehicle's powertrain control module, PCM, has detected a low voltage or failure in the circuit for the pressure switch, impacting vehicle operation. The fail-safe function limits the vehicle's shifting capability to only third or sixth gear to prevent further damage until repairs are made. Effective troubleshooting is essential to ensure that the root cause is identified, which may be related to the electrical circuit, but not mechanical problems within the transmission itself. In summary, effectively diagnosing and addressing DTC P0847 requires understanding the critical role played by the transmission fluid pressure switch, B, and its associated circuitry. By following the structured troubleshooting steps, technicians can identify whether the fault lies in the switch itself or in the wiring leading to the PCM. Ensuring that all potential failures have been considered improves the accuracy of the repair strategy. Upon successful repair, continuous monitoring of the vehicle's transmission performance ensures that any underlying issue does not resurface. This proactive approach to both diagnosis and maintenance fosters a safe and reliable driving experience, enhancing both performance and longevity of the Honda Accord. The transmission fluid pressure switch is vital for monitoring the pressure within the transmission to ensure optimal shifting performance. In the case of DTC P0847, this switch is responsible for communicating fluid pressure data back to the PCM. By doing so, it aids in determining appropriate gear shifts, significantly influencing vehicle performance and safety. Typically, this switch is arranged within the transmission assembly, often adjacent to the third clutch mechanism. A failure of the circuit would result in insufficient data to manage transmission shifts properly. The PCM relies on this data to prevent incorrect gear engagement, thus self-limiting the vehicle to operate only in third or sixth gear in a fail-safe mode. Understanding the position and function of this switch is crucial during the troubleshooting process. The primary cause attributed to DTC P0847 is electrical circuit issues affecting the transmission fluid pressure switch B circuit. It's crucial to note that the fault does not stem from mechanical problems within the transmission itself. A faulty pressure switch could also lead to incorrect signals being relayed to the PCM, triggering the fault code. Additionally, poor connections and loose terminals between the pressure switch and the PCM can diminish the reliability of the electrical signal, leading to failure detection. Diagnosing these potential failure sources involves checking for continuity and ensuring that connections are secure and corrosion-free, which are paramount to maintaining proper electrical function. Each of these components must be ruled out methodically to pinpoint the underlying issue responsible for the DTC. When DTC P0847 is triggered, drivers may notice significant symptoms that may affect their driving experience. One clear symptom is the limitation of the transmission to only operate in third or sixth gear due to the fail-safe function of the PCM. This limitation can lead to an unexpected acceleration behavior or difficulty in maintaining consistent speeds in other gears. Additionally, drivers may experience shifting issues where the transmission fails to engage properly, leading to harsh or erratic shifting. It is also common for vehicle dashboard warning lights, such as the check engine light, to illuminate. indicating a problem that requires immediate attention. Recognizing these symptoms early is critical in taking steps towards rectifying the issue and maintaining vehicle operation safety. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0847 involves utilizing the Honda Diagnostics System HDS to verify the stored DTC. Begin by pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode, ensuring that the vehicle systems are activated for diagnostics. Next, proceed to clear the DTC from the system to reset any previous records. After clearing, check the corresponding parameters for the third pressure switch using the HDS. Specifically, observe the current condition of the switch and see if it matches the expected threshold values. If the conditions match, it indicates that the failure is likely duplicated, warranting further examination. Conversely, if the conditions do not align, this could signify an intermittent failure, prompting further investigation into possible poor connections or loose terminals between the transmission fluid pressure switch B and the PCM. In the second troubleshooting step for DTC P0847, it is crucial to determine the area where the failure might exist. Start by turning the vehicle to the off mode using the engine start-stop button. Then, disconnect the connector from the transmission fluid pressure switch B, third clutch, to isolate it from the system. After disconnection, reselect the on mode with the engine start-stop button, allowing for another parameter check using the HDS. Focus on the condition of the third pressure switch and verify if it reads off. If the conditions correspond to expected thresholds, then this implies that the switch itself may be defective and will require replacement. On the other hand, if the readings are not matching, it suggests looking into further diagnostic steps to isolate the issue. The third step in troubleshooting DTC P0847 involves a detailed inspection of the wiring connected to the transmission fluid pressure switch B. Begin by placing the vehicle in the off mode using the engine start-stop button and proceed to jump the SCS line with the HDS. It's essential to ensure proper isolation of all relevant components before moving on to the next steps. Afterward, disconnect the PCM connector B51P to initiate the next phase of diagnostics. With both connectors disconnected, perform a continuity check between test points specified, notably between terminal number 25 of the PCM connector and body ground. If continuity is confirmed, a short to body ground in the OP3SW wire, identified by its light blue coloring, between the transmission fluid pressure switch B and the PCM requires repair. Alternatively, if continuity is not present, this denotes that the OP3SW wiring is intact, and replacing the PCM may be warranted to resolve this DTC. Once repairs have been carried out for DTC P0847, it's essential to verify that the issues have been adequately resolved. Begin by rechecking all associated parameter values using the HDS to ensure they align with expected behavior. This should involve activating the transmission again to observe any changes, confirming that the new or repaired components are functioning correctly. After confirming that all parameters are within specifications, proceed to clear the DTC from the system to reset the onboard diagnostic protocol. Driving the vehicle to ensure that the transmission operates smoothly and that no further fault codes are triggered is crucial. Regular monitoring of the vehicle's performance post-repair can help in preventing future occurrences of this issue, ensuring not only safety, but reliability in the vehicle's operation. Preventive maintenance plays a vital role in mitigating issues like DTC P0847 from reappearing. One effective strategy entails regularly inspecting all electrical connections associated with the transmission fluid pressure switch. which can help to identify any potential corrosion or looseness. Developing a habit of clearing codes after repairs ensures that any subsequent diagnostics accurately reflect the current state of the vehicle. Additionally, regularly monitoring the transmission performance can preemptively catch issues before they escalate to a serious fault code. Keeping a close watch for shifting anomalies and dashboard warnings will prompt timely interventions, thereby enhancing vehicle longevity. Following the manufacturer's recommendations for service intervals can further ensure system integrity and reliability of vehicle performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.